Sales is not about creating value. That is not the purpose of sales outreach. Your purpose is to find emotion. Sales is not about convincing people, but it's also not about focusing on understanding your customer's needs and aligning to it, because most people know why you are so focused on their needs and aligning to it, to sell to them. The buyer says, you have to convince me that it's worth my time to listen to you. The entire process is about convincing me. Now the seller says it's my job to understand your problem or your goal, and then align the value of my offering to your goal. And if I try to convince you that you need my product or service, without mapping it to the things that you care about, that is just cheesy sales. So, who is wrong here? They're both wrong.
Who'd you talking about?
Let's say that I want to sell something to you. You have high status. I have low status. I'm the one who needs the conversation with you. But I don't need to convince you to speak with me. That would be a low status move. I need to help you feel like you might need to speak with me. But first, you need to know for sure that I'm not trying to persuade you. You need to wonder, might this guy have a missing piece of the puzzle that I'm trying to put together? Because without this attraction to me, you're going to experience my persuasive, needy, lacking confidence type of tone as low status. So, the best way that I can do this is to provoke you, provoke your mindset, and get you a little bit curious, not about the offer that I represent, but about what I might represent.
I'm confused. I'm confused right now, G.
Here's how the psychology works. What happens when I show interest to understand your problem or your goal, and I align my offer to that?
Tired most of the time.
Gosh, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
That's right. You see me as being motivated by an ulterior motive, to sell to you. I'm trying to sell, but pretend that I'm not, by offering value, by educating you, sharing insights with you, all of that nonsense. Now, when I try to persuade you by connecting what you need to what I'm selling, you are bound to start resisting me, sure as the sun is going to come up tomorrow. There's a lot of bullshit advice that sounds good, but it's 100% phony. So, for example, sales is all about creating value and solving problems and not convincing or persuading people. When you focus on understanding your customer's needs, we're told, the rest will fall into place. All of that is total horseshit. If it was that easy, you would be raking it in and not watching this video. Sales is not about creating value. That is not the purpose of sales outreach. Your purpose is to find emotion, to find people who you can sell to because they, number one, know that they have a problem, and number two, accept this problem or goal as important enough to act on. And that's it. None of this pretending to not sell to them so that you can sell to them bullshit. So, bottom line, sales is not about convincing people, but it's also not about focusing on understanding your customer's needs and aligning to it, because most people know why you are so focused on their needs and aligning to it, to sell to them. And most people that you engage with are not ready to buy yet, but they are ready to talk, but only if you avoid persuading them and instead provoke their curiosity.